Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you one of my 1v1 games here on Steeps of War or Steps of War. We have Enjoyy spawning as the red Zerg player on the bottom left hand side. Meanwhile, I'm spawning as the blue Terran player on the top right hand side. Now, I've been getting a lot of questions on how to look over your own replays, what you should be looking for, what mistakes, and just in general, how to improve. So I thought I'd go ahead and give my thoughts, try to slow down the game a little bit. You guys seem to like it when I not try to go a mile a minute in terms of my gameplay or in my talking and then describe things very, very clearly. In essence, just slow down. Now, already on this map, I'm going to be going for a Reaper build. Now, Reaper build on this map is not for harassing the mineral line. Generally, what I want that Reaper to do is that Reaper to destroy units, just keep pressure on the base. Also, try to stop a natural expansion if he tries to go for one. Now, another thing that you'll see me do is I am building my barracks here, so I can then build perhaps a factory or a second barracks here. What this will allow me to do is it will protect me against that bangling front door, as these buildings have much more hit points, many more hit points than those supply depots. Second thing, I do not smoke. I've never smoked, so you guys telling me to watch out for my health, I'm not smoking, no worries about that. Now I'm going to go ahead and get down this tech lab. Second thing, because I'm going more for a harassment style, I'm going to move out with this SCV and put down a bunker. I'm going to leave the bunker right here, just so that when Envoy sees it, he may see the SCV, but he's not going to see what exactly I'm doing unless he gets this Overlord into that position. So I'm going to go ahead and build that SCV or build that bunker right there, and then try to get it built as quickly as I can, knowing that if he tries to send a drone or a Zergling in to stop it, he may be able to. So that Overlord moves over, and now that bunker is being built. I was a little bit short on minerals, and that's why there was a little bit of a delay on that bunker. Now we have a drone moving out in order to put pressure on this one single SCV. Drone going to be heading over and try to take it down. Now, with the bunker almost as completed as it is, all I need to do is just tell it to shift click around this bunker, and it will be able to, that drone should not be able to catch up. I already have my Reaper in position, so I'm going to go ahead and jump my Reaper into the bunker and now start taking down this hatchery. So this hatchery just going to be sitting here. Second thing I want to do is I want to try to put down a supply depot as well. I'm thinking that he's most likely going to be trying to go Zerglings. However, he is now teching to Roach Warrens, which is something I should have expected. So I should have most likely stopped producing so many Reapers, just because if as Enjoyy is a fairly decent player in the Platinum League, he should not be trying to rush me with Zerglings. Zerglings, however, are going to do a quick run-by onto this main bunker, and as soon as I see those Zerglings run by, I know that I need to put down another building right here. So I'm going to go ahead and drop down another barracks right there, and then leave that Reaper right there. By leaving that Reaper right there, I will be able to double shot any Zergling that I need to, and he's not going to be able to destroy that factory. So already dealing some damage across all of those Zerglings. Those Zerglings not going to be able to do very much, and I was able to take down this natural expansion. So kudos to me, able to use these Reapers. I'm also repairing that bunker as well, because a couple Broodlings came over to try to take it down. Income-wise, he's sitting on 13 harvesters against my 15, and I also have an orbital command up, so I can start calling that mule and being able to get a significant advantage. Because he invested so many minerals into getting that hatchery early, he's going to take significant losses. Taking a look at the losses, he's already lost 300 resources, and now one of the problems with the bunker, you are not able to focus. It's actually fairly difficult to try to focus down units with that bunker. The Roaches, however, with that with that single armor, the Reapers only deal 6 damage per shot. Zerglings gonna quickly get taken down by those Reapers inside that bunker. However, Roaches are going to be able to finish this off and then push in. Was trying to get down that last Roach, but not really working, so those Reapers are going to head home. Now, whenever you have a significant advantage, the resource, or the APMs, on Enjoy's sitting around 174, I'm sitting around 150, 160. Now, I'm not sure if these APMs are actually accurate or not. whether or not it's a full minute according to the faster time set or the fast time set. So I generally think it's part of the fast time set, not the faster. So you should probably increase both of our APMs by about 40%. Also, increasing my APM by 40% makes me look a little bit better, as I'm in the low 200s as opposed to the mid 150s. Over here, factory now in play, and now I'm getting an armory. With the number of roaches that he's trying to tech up to, I want to make sure that I'm able to have Thors. Thors are a good transition unit for the middle game at this stage, because they're good against roaches, they're good against hydralisks, and they're good against mutalisks. So they're very, very good against all three of the units. The only thing that I have to worry about from the Zerg player is if the Zerg player tries to go for infestors. I do a scanner sweep here. This is the new scanner sweep, revealing where I did scan, and now we have a spine crawler coming into Enjoyy. Enjoyy probably thinking that I'm trying to do some sort of a Reaper harassment, but I do not know where those roaches are. So because I don't know where those roaches are, I cannot really move out. Single Zergling sitting there, Overlord in the air, offering sight. So Envoy pretty knows exactly where I am, has pretty good sight across the map. Zergling now heading home, but he does have his natural hatchery up and running. I'm sitting on 22 harvesters. Enjoyy is sitting on 19. A group of roaches, army size. Enjoyy has the larger army. I just have a very nice mix of units as well, and these marauders also have that concussive missile upgrade. So I'm able to pull back a little bit, and then because those roaches move so slowly when they're not on creep, I'm able to kite them, pull them back, and then fire and do some attacks. Those roaches able to do a little bit of hitting, trying to get in position. I do not have stim on my marauder, so not able to kite nearly as well as I would like to. And now his army is sitting at 1050 compared to my 900. However, first store has already been built, more marauders being built as well, and now gonna go ahead and move on out. This is probably one of those instances where I should have probably tried to hide my Thor from this Overlord. The Thor not very good at taking down Overlords. Dealing of that's like the 4th or 5th round of attack. I think 6 Marines may be able to take down that Overlord nearly as quickly as one Thor, but that Thor does get a bonus against light units. Back over here, I was considering trying to use this low ground, trying to shoot up onto that high ground, as the Thor has a range of 7. So with a range of 7, the Thor should be able to shoot fairly far, perhaps try to deny some gas. However, those roaches coming in, I need to be able to see onto that high ground. Those roaches were able to get in a couple quick hits with those dozen roaches. So I pretty much decide against it because I do not have siege tanks or siege tech yet. So I know that that's not going to work nearly as well as I hope. I am mining, or pretty much trying to saturate my mineral line over here to the north side as I continue to macro up. Marauders, Reapers in this army size, or in this army. Thor's going to be taking, or going to be the biggest target. Those roaches really want to focus down those stores, as those stores are able to two-shot those units. Roaches now trying to focus down one of those stores. I should have started pulling back this one Thor earlier. If I'm able to pull back that one Thor earlier, those roaches would not be able to, or perhaps would have been continuing to chase that one Thor, and then having my marauders with those concussive shells deal significant damage. Army size is at 1250 against his army size of 400. Single queen coming in to join on the fight, making sure to kill it in order to reduce the amount of production that Enjoyy can take, and then Enjoyy just leaves. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this 1v1 replay here on Tapes of War. I have another replay. I don't know if I'm going to cast it today. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I had a couple questions for you guys that I wanted to ask. I know some of you guys more hardcore or less hardcore people would have already left. I've been getting a couple requests to go ahead and review some other players' replays. Now, because I don't want to have to shift through 500-600 replays a day, and by opening this up, some players had suggested, hey, perhaps I'll pay you in order to review a replay. Now, I was just wanted to get a feel. What were you guys' how much do you guys think it's worth in my time, so that I don't get 200-300 replays a day by saying, okay, give me $2 and I'll review your replay. But at the same time, still worth my time, still worth your time, as I'm able to speak into the community, speak into you guys who have been listening to my shoutcast very early on, even when I was really bad. Yeah, I listened to my earlier shoutcast and I realized how much I stumbled over my words, especially some of the earlier Warcraft 3 ones. Anyways, now go ahead and post your comments in the channel. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you even think it's a good idea for me. I may try to do like tutorial Thursdays and 2v2 Tuesdays, kind of a little bit of a theme in my daily shoutcast. And yeah, let me know. Thanks for listening. Hope to see you guys on Battle.net, and I'm interested in reading some of your guys' feedback.